After about an hour of meaningless chatter, Issei decides to head home. Most of the small talk in the living room was about school, and I asked a few sly questions to find out if anything unusual was going on, but it seems like business as usual. Yeah, I'm not going to school this week. Saber needs to be with me tomorrow too. Issei nods as if satisfied. Now that I think about it, how could such a shy guy warm so quickly and easily to Saber? Hey Issei, for this being your first time meeting Saber, you seem to be in a bit of a good mood. What's up with that? Huh, I didn't know you could tell that kind of thing. I'm a little impressed. Yeah, lawful good. Well, that's rare. Issei's praising a girl. Got it. So you have taken a liking to Saber too. That's good. I was worried Issei wouldn't like her because all she did was listen to us talking. Yeah, and I know she is a good person, even if she might be a bit aloof. Saber is always like that, so don't take that to mean she doesn't like you, Issei. Yeah, I've never seen her laugh before, and even when you and I were laughing pretty hard, she just kept looking stern. Eh? That's ridiculous. Sure, I've seen the occasional warm expression on Saber's face, but I've never seen her actually smile or laugh before. You're kidding me. I can't imagine seeing Saber laughing out loud. Of course he didn't. He's a fucking idiot. I take that back. She's got a potty mouth. Huh? She was smiling when she saw me laugh. Was she doing that to make fun of me? Issei, the priest's son that he is, ends with his usual catchphrase, then leaves my house laughing. That's for them. He leaves me with his cryptic comments. Idiot. At least he could have said goodbye. The sun is setting, so today's training ends. I'm practicing at my limit, and I still have magecraft lessons from Tosaka tonight. I failed to land a blow on Saber like I'd hoped, but I should have at least some energy for tonight. It's also my turn to prepare dinner tonight. Saber went to wash up after me, so she won't be back for a while. Fujini bursts into the living room, practicing practically a bundle of energy, and immediately he dives onto the cushion on the floor, practicing. Unlike Saber, who needs to sleep over half a day, Fujini is like this all day, every day. I bet it's no different when she's asleep. She's holding one of the many apples on the table. Sure, there are a bunch, as you can see. Everyone should eat 3 a day. Fujini takes a casual bite of the apple, and she makes her suggestion. I had to put some apples I've already washed out on the table, but I guess she's not the sort to care. I had put some apples I'd already washed out on the table. What a waste of a get-well gift. Misunderstanding or no, shouldn't she be a little more considerate about the gift my friend gave me out of concern? I mean, you didn't really tell her. For once, I should give her a piece of my mind. All right. The thing. Yeah, this isn't really an important joint. It's just branching dialogue. So, where's my gift? I stop prepping for dinner and take off my apron. By the time I washed my hands, I made it to the living room. Fujini's apple is made it to the living room. Fujini's apple is gone. Fujini, did you eat the apple? Glad to hear that. Then it's your turn. I'll take whatever you got me in exchange for what you just ate. I'm not going to ask how you arrived at that conclusion. I'm just asking you to show me what you got for me today. I hope you didn't forget what you said this morning as you were leaving. The way she says that. Fujini drops a suspicious-looking paper bag on the table, and its contents spill out. Well, that's unexpected. I actually have trouble believing Fujini managed to remember a promise she made. What even is that? I feel this isn't anything I would... No matter how I look at it, it just looks like a mountain of trash. Well, a mountain of stuffed toys. Everyone knows good old Shiro is into the Aztecs. She hands me a heartwarming but somewhat scary-looking sun mask. It's about the size of a handball and stuffed with cotton. Fujini, were these all from a crane game? She's laughing bashfully, but I'm scared to think how much blood was shed in the process. Fujini gleefully sorts out the pile of stuffed toys. A few spill off the table. And the living room quickly grows cluttered with them. It's messy, but Fujini seems to be enjoying herself, so I don't have the heart to stop her. Fine, I'll take them. I want you to clean up after you organize them. I turn back to the kitchen and the stuffed toy in hand. And then I see Saber at the entrance of the living room. She must have just passed by. She looks irritated. Saber doesn't say a thing. She just glares into the living room. Saber, did you take your bath already? After answering my question, Saber heads into the living room, almost like a sleepwalker. Saber walks toward the table, then stops abruptly in front of one of the stuffed toys. Saber stares silently in the stuffed animal. His offer is made with a lighthearted smile. Whoa, what the heck's Fujini thinking? Saber is obviously in a bad mood, so why is Fujini asking something so ridiculous? Besides, there's no way Saber will want something like that. Fujini picks up the stuffed lion, not noticing Saber's distaste. Saber takes it and said, She hurries forward and takes it eagerly. Eh? My mind locks up. What the hell am I seeing? Saber takes a completely useless doll and clutches it to her chest as if it were truly precious. Oh! And that would be what a baby lion looks like, somewhat. That's a bit of a weird thing to throw out there, Fujini. As she speaks, Saber looks down at the stuffed lion in her arms. How could I describe her face right now? What was that? I just had the weirdest thought. Let's forget that lions and tigers don't even live in the same area. I mean, I know there are Asian lions, but I don't know how well they get along with tigers. Or even if they live in the same area. Saber silently nods an affirmation, all while she continues to smile down at the stuffed animal. Oh no! Wait! I think there's a Europe. No. There are Indian lions. So maybe? I don't think there are actually lions in Europe. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta check. The main place I know is in Africa, and I know there are Indian lions.
好きというわけではありませんが、縁があるのです。昔、ライオンの子を預かっていたことがあって、その子が私によく懐いてくれたのが嬉しかった。ですから、それ以来獅子には思い入れがあるのです。本来なら、私は竜を背にするものなのですが。ライオンの子供か。そういえば猫っぽいんだっけ、ライオンの子って。何？もしかして噛んだり裂いたり飛んだりする？ええ、それぐらい元気はありましたね。預かっていたのは1ヶ月だけでしたが、 できることなら最後まで共にいたかった。
なるほどなるほど。でも難しいよね。ライオンってすっごく大きくなるじゃない。普通の家じゃ飼えないし、そりゃ手放すしかないか。
That said, I believe lions are like can actually be pretty loyal when you get to know them. Fujini nods her understanding. Saber is still looking at the stuffed lion. I'm not sure what kind of spell it cast on her. But something I should know or be able to see flashes in my mind, and it's adorable. It has to be just be some kind of dizzy spell. But I can't shake the image. It's one of her memories. Excuse me. This is something that really happened. I see an image of Saber rubbing her cheek against a cub. But I'm not sure if this is just some fleeting vision. No, there have to be European lions, wouldn't there? Because there are lions on coats of arms in Europe. So there would have to be European lions. I'm gonna quickly Google through it. Oh yeah, there's also the story of the Nemean lion from Greek mythology. That was one of Heracles' that was one of Heracles' 12 labors. Lions were once widespread across most of Africa and even in parts of Europe and Asia. But there are no wild lions in Europe today. Okay, so there were lions in Europe, but there aren't any. There were wild lions in Europe, but there aren't any more. Good to know. But I'm not sure if this is just some fleeting vision. The only thing I know is that I would regret shaking off the sight of it. The strange vision immediately disappears. My heart is still racing. The vision I glimpsed remains in my head like a scar that will never fade. I finished preparing dinner. It's past 7. Saber and Fujini are in the living room, and Tosaka, who is usually here by now, isn't. I hope nothing's happened to her. I don't think Tosaka is the type to get in trouble, but I also know she sometimes makes huge mistakes. I guess I'll go check it out. If it's just looking around the house, I should be fine alone. I head out to the hallway. As I'm about to leave the house, Tosaka walks in wearing her coat. Tosaka.
ただいま。何？エプロン姿でお出迎え？割と似合ってるじゃない、そういうの。
Tosaka jokes casually, but her face is completely expressionless. That's scary. The people who can joke like that with such a straight face are the most terrifying sorts of people. Tosaka, what were you... The moment I try to ask her what happened, and I spot blood on her hand. It's a small blood stain, and her index finger is swollen. Does that mean... Tosaka, I have a bad feeling, and I can't keep it quiet.
何よ。つまんないことなら聞かないわよ。
Actually, did you maybe punch somebody?
ごめんと。何かとやかましい神事にナックルパートを見舞いしてきたわ。
Based Rin. Based Rin. Tosaka huffs and passes right by Amy. Okay, so she gave him a knuckle sandwich. Then the bloodstain and swollen finger would make sense. Hey, wait! Hold up. This music. What do you mean by you hit Shinji, Tosaka? I mean, she means she gave him just what he deserves.
うるさいわね。気に食わなかったからギッタンギッタンにしてやっただけよ。
Based. To a pulp, you mean with your fists? You did it with your bare fists?
ベアもベア。グリズリー級にベアよ。
Tosaka snorts again. A brief silence. I don't know what to say, so I keep my mouth shut. An awkward silence stretches between us. Let me get back to the point. You said you punched Shinji. Why did you have to do that?
殴って当然じゃない。私に自分と組めだの、シロは使えないやつだから見限れだの言うからよ。
Yep.
人を呼びつけておいてつまんないこと言うから、殴りつけて黙らせたの。
Isn't that short-sighted, even for you, Terasaka? Or maybe Shinji said something so stupid that he actually pissed Terasaka off, even though she's usually so level-headed.
何よその目。言っとくけど、被害者は私の方よ。
I think that goes both ways. But why would Shinji talk to you about something like that? He asked me if I wanted to team up with him.
さあ、あいつシローにライバル意識でもあるんじゃない？私とシローが一緒に住んでるって教えてからかなりおかしくなってたし。
Because Shinji is the worst character in the Fate series? I don't mean worse as in badly written. I mean worse as in he's the worst fucking person. What? You told him we were living together? You told Shinji about us?
ええ、話したわよ。昨日の朝だったかな。シンジのやつ、私を呼びつけて、僕もマスターになったから遠坂と同じさ、なんて偉そうに言ってくるんだもの。なんか頭にきてね。それじゃあシローも同じよって言ってやったの。それで身の程を知ったかなって思ったのに、ついさっきうちの前で待ち伏せしてたってわけ。で、悪いけどもうエミヤくんの家で暮らしているから、あんたみたいな半端なマスターと協力する気はないって言ったんだけど。何？もしかしてまずかった？
No, completely based. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Shinji was already smitten with Tosaka, so what she told him was just adding fuel to the fire. Well, but still, now it all makes sense. I figured out why Shinji's been so hostile towards Tosaka, and why he's always been so persistent about asking her to team up with him. Meaning he...
けど不思議よね。シンジのやつ、なんだって私にこだわるのかしら。あいつの性格から言って、誰かと協力するなんて考えは浮かばないと思うんだけど。
Because he thinks he's God's gift to woman. Actually, it's because Rin is special to Shinji. Nothing strange about any of this, so I think you're special to Shinji. He's originally from a mage family, right? I think he admires you, since you're also from a mage family, but you still have power. You still have power and a proper lineage. That's why he's so persistent with Tosaka. I think Rin's been a target for Shinji's affection since long before the Holy Grail War started.
ちょっとそりゃ好意を持たれるのは嬉しいけど。
It must have been a real surprise. Tosaka looks completely bewildered.
ああ、思い出した。 そういえば1年の頃シンジに告白されてたわ私。
For a moment, her expression and as she realizes what she her expression as she realizes what she'd obviously forgotten is almost comical. I sympathize with Shinji just now.
わあ、道理で懲りずに話しかけてくるはずだ。納得したわ。
Well, whatever. So, how did you reply?
ああ、断ったんじゃない？私、勝負事は先出しじゃないと気が済まないの。やるなら自分からっていうか、相手から勝負を仕掛けられても乗れないっていうか。
Tosaka thinks really hard, but she's acting as if she really doesn't remember. I'm astonished. She might be entirely driven by her emotions. Tosaka, I bet you're really bad at rock, paper, scissors.
嘘？なんであんたがそんなこと知ってるのよ。
I knew it. If she likes to make the first move, she's probably not great when it comes when she has to react to someone else. I use the soy sauce. Use the soy sauce for that, Saber. Don't you dare try putting mayonnaise on it.
そうでしたか。いえ、タイガがそちらをかけているので、私もそうするべきなのかと。
It seems to me, of all of you, she's the one who knows what the fuck she's doing. Fujini's just clowning around. She's hardly a good role model, so be careful from now on.
そうでしたか。以前はさくらを参考にしていたので、シロに注意されることはなかったのですが。
Yeah, but that's Sakura. Well, I'm not mad about it. I took the time to make the meal, so I just want you to enjoy it. So, back to our conversation.
シロおかわり。お味噌汁は具沢山ね。
Got it. What about you, Saber? We trained and harder than usual today, so you might be hungrier?
私は特に。ですが念のため、もう一杯いただいておきます。
Got it. If I find you woke up in the middle of night and raided the fridge because you were too hungry to sleep, I might die of shock.
あ、ひどい。あれは私じゃないよ。見知らぬ泥棒さんが冷蔵庫を荒らしていっただけだい。
Yeah. Then go tell the burglar to eat her vegetables as well as meat. And tell her not to eat all the dessert in the fridge. If that's what she was really if that is what she was really after. Honestly, if you're not like a hungry wild beast or anything.
なに？私を虎と呼ぶな！
But I didn't. Well, I didn't say anything about you. Yeah, who in their right mind would throw a piping hot daikon and radish at me, you idiot? Goodbye?
シロ、台所の方で鍋が沸騰しているようですが。
Eh? Oh, hold on, Fujini. I need to turn the fire off.
よろしい。鶏肉とゆで卵の醤油煮を早く持ってくるのだ。
On it. I'm leaving Fujini in your hands, Saber.
はい。どうぞ慌てずに調理をしてください、シロ。
I get up. Oh, that reminds me. Why has Tosaka been so quiet this whole time? Tosaka, are you not liking dinner?
別に何でもないから話しかけないで。
She turns her head away grimly. She's not the type to dwell on things like Shinji for so long, so there must be something else bothering her. Fujini goes home satisfied after dinner. Saber and Tosaka are in the living room. At first, that had been awkward, but after training with Saber for the last 2 days, It doesn't feel that way anymore. Saber, you can go to bed. I'll do the rest.
いえ、シローが眠るまでは私も起きています。シローの魔術がどれほどの腕なのか、リンから聞きたいところでもありますから。
I want to hear about what a fucking failure you are. Got it. Then let's go to Tosaka's room. Then let's go to Tosaka's room early. You don't mind, Tosaka?
ええ、構わないけど。随分とセーバーと仲良くなったのね、あなた。
She's jealous. Huh? For some reason, Tosaka says that as with the same miffed tone she had when we were eating dinner.
待ってるから、後片付けが終わったら来て。それと、明日からは私も学校を休むから、午後は私のところに来なさいよね。シロー、リンに何かしたのですか？彼女は怒っているように見えましたが。
I don't know. You think that too, Saber? I don't know. I don't think I've done anything to make her mad. Exist around another woman. Saber and I face each other and tilt our heads. We have no idea why Tosaka is so angry.
それじゃあ出始めにこのランプを強化してみて。周りのガラスの強度だけ上げればいいから。
Tosaka hands me an old-looking lamp. I sit on the floor. I cup the lamp in my hands and take a deep breath. Tosaka says it like it's so easy, but I'm all tense from nervousness. I've been trying this every night, but with the success rate of 0.1%. Tosaka says she wants to see what I can do to measure my skill, but there's nothing to measure if my strengthening doesn't work in the first place. I try to shake off any distractions. Right now, I need to focus on the lamp. The blueprints of the lamp pops into my head. The material of the glass, its composition, the flow of its power, I can see it as if it were a network of blood vessels. Then all I have to do is infuse my magical energy into those vessels. I just have to do what I always do. The sensation of a burning hot metal rod sliding down my spine. All I have to do is let that burning nerve into myself, however much it shouldn't exist in my human body, and let it fuse with me. As long as that works, all I have to do is pour the amount of magical energy, the right amount of magical energy into the glass. Oh, it shatters. I couldn't control myself, and I ended up using more magical energy than I should have, and the glass shatters. I look timidly at Tosaka.
やっぱりそうじゃないかって思ってたんだけど、本当にそうだったか。
What do you mean, Tosaka?
そんなの決まってるでしょ。あんたの才能のなさに呆れたのよ。そもそも基本がなってない。まったく、よくもそんなデタラメな方法で魔力を生成できるもんだって感心するわよ。
Seriously, why do you keep taking a hot rod and shoving it in your back? Tosaka, are you mad?
当たり前じゃない。こんな基本的な問題を抱えたまま鍛錬してきたあんたにも呆れてるし、間違いを正さなかったあんたの死には殺意さえ覚えるわ。なんだってあんたはこんな遠回りなことになってるのよ。
I get it, but don't badmouth my old man. It's my own fault that I don't have talent. He's got nothing to do with it.
関係あるわよ。仮にも弟子にしたんなら教え子の道を正すのが師匠じゃない。そりゃもういない人に当たっても仕方がないけど、それにしたってあんたの師匠は初めの手順を間違えているわ。
Tosaka, clearly still angry, take something that looks like a can out of her bag. It looks like a can filled with colorful hard candy, the sort of thing children overseas might like. I've seen similar containers in Japan too. They hold a variety of different flavored candies. The white ones are mint.
シロ、手出して。
I do as she asks. Tosaka shakes out the can, and a red candy drops into my hand.
はい。それ飲んで。
What? Again, I do as she asks. It's not sweet. Actually, it has no flavor at all. And the texture is more like a rock than candy. Did she paint a rock and get me to swallow it? I forced myself to swallow it. Whoa, ouch, my throat's tingling. What was that, Tosaka?
何って宝石に決まってるじゃない。見てわからなかった？
Oh my god, she actually did make us swallow a rock. She says it so casually. But it's totally outrageous. I completely forgot she did this. What, Jewel? Why?
仕方ないでしょ。薬も用意してきたんだけど、シロを矯正するにはそんなものじゃ効かないの。だから一番強いのでスイッチを開くしかないなって。
Just be warned, it's gonna be hard coming out. That's not my point. Why did you make me swallow a jewel? I can't digest that.
あのね、不安がるならもっと別のことを不安がりなさい。ただの宝石じゃないんだから。今のはまだ分かってないあなたに無理やり分からせるための矯正装置。そろそろ解き始める頃だから気合い入れてないと気絶するわよ。
You say that I'm going to faint so casually. Just as I say that, it starts to get weird. What? My body is burning. My limbs are starting to go numb. Heat builds up in my back in a flare of what I can only describe as pain. I furrow my brow and try to concentrate, or I know I'll fall over. What did... I know this feeling. This is the feeling of failure. This is my body reacting when it fails to construct the magical circuit inside me.
大丈夫。苦しいでしょうけど、今の状態を維持していれば少しずつ楽になるわ。もっとも体の熱さだけは2、3週間続くだろうけど。
I really want to respond, but I can't stay composed enough to do so. All I can do is muster the strength to stay balanced, so I don't topple over.
いい？魔術師と人間の違いっていうのはスイッチがあるかないかなの。このスイッチっていうのは魔術回路のオンオフだってのはわかるでしょ？ほら、そこにお湯を沸かせる電気ポットがあるじゃない？魔術師っていうのはそれなの。で、普通の人はお湯は沸かせないけどお湯を保温できるポットってわけ。似たようで違うものなのよ、私たちは。お湯を沸かすスイッチのあるなしはもう個人ではどうしようもない問題でしょ。生まれつき、いえ、作られる時に電気ポットか保温瓶か分けられるんだもの。スイッチがない人には一生魔術なんて体験できない。いい？あなたは素人だけど魔術回路は確かにある。つまり適性はあるのよ。だから一度でも魔術回路を体内に作ってしまえばあとは切り替えるだけでいい。スイッチを押して 自分の中でオンとオフを切り替えるだけで魔力はなるわ。
I calm my breathing. Just as Tosaka said, so long as I maintain my composure, things won't get worse.
魔術回路を作るのは一度だけでいいのよ。だっていうのに、あなたは毎回一から魔術回路を作って自分の中に組み込もうとしている。それは無駄なの。一度でも体内に確立したものなら、あとは切り替えるだけでいいんだから。本来ね、魔術回路を成し得た者は次にいつでも切り替えられる鍛錬を受けるのよ。けどあなたの死はそれをしなかった。だから毎回死の危険性を負って魔術回路を作るなんて真似をしてる。
So you mean I've been shoving this hot rod into my back for nothing? Yes.
いえ、もしかしたらあなたの父親も同じ勘違いをしていたのかもしれないけど。
I exhale. Sensation is starting to return to my limbs.
ずっと間違って鍛錬してきたあなたのスイッチは閉じている。こうなっちゃうと力技でこじ開けてシロの体にスイッチがあるって分からせなくちゃいけないでしょ。いい？今の宝石はね、そのスイッチを強制的にオンにするものよ。だからシロはずっとそのまま。元の状態に戻りたかったらシロ自身の力でオフにするしかない。
Does the hot poker work? No!
それができたのなら、あとは宝石の助けなんていらないわ。以後は比較的簡単な精神の作用で、あなたは魔術回路を操れるようになる。
Go away. I get that, but can we do something about this burning sensation? She keeps telling me to turn off the switch, but how the hell am I supposed to do that?
もう喋れるの？はあ、自身のコントロールはうまいんだ。なら思ったより早く元に戻れるかもね。
It might only take you a year. What?
スイッチそのものは今の状態を落ち着けよう、早く楽になろうって体の方で勝手にオフにしてくれるから。あとはそのスピードを自分の意志で速くするだけね。簡単でしょ。
It's not. I don't get it. You say there's a switch, but it doesn't feel real to me.
今はそうだけど、そのうち明確にイメージできるようになるわ。頭の中にポンってボタンが浮かぶようになるから。あとはそれを切り替えるだけで、とりあえず魔術回路は簡単に開けるようになるわよ。
I hope so, but I just feel sick right now.
でしょうね。シロ、今まで強化の魔術を使ったらすぐに魔術回路を閉じてたでしょ。今はその逆でずっと魔術回路が開いている状態だもの。いつでも全力疾走しているようなものだから苦しいのは当たり前よ。けど魔術師ならそれぐらいは必須条件なんだから。マスターとして戦うって言うんならスイッチのオンオフはきっとシロの助けになる。
I know, you took me by surprise, but I appreciate what you did. You're right. Once I grasp the idea of the switch, it'll help a lot.
分かってるじゃない。けど感謝される言われなんてないわよ。私は協力者であるあんたが弱いままだと困るから手助けしているだけなんだから。
If you die, I lose my only food source. My only free food source. Tosaka huffs and looks away. Maybe it's because my body's all warm, but dazed as I am, I find myself thinking that Tosaka might just be a good person.
何よ、人の顔ジロジロ見て。
Nothing, I just thought you weren't really being honest.
そう、 そんな軽口を叩けるなんて余裕あるじゃないエミヤくん。そんなに元気なら続けて教えても大丈夫よね。
Tosaka grins wickedly and draws closer. Hold on a minute. I still can't move a muscle. So what is she... Hey!
それじゃあもう一度強化をしてみて。今のあなたじゃ魔力のコントロールもできないだろうけど、その状態に慣れてもらわないと戦力にならないわ。大丈夫。ランプは山ほど持ってきたし、何十回失敗するかわからないけど、強化が成功するまで休ませてなんてあげないから。
It's coming out of your paycheck, by the way. She smiles, and even though I can hardly move, she hands me a lamp. Tosaka, this is brutal. It's like forcing someone to walk a tightrope while they have a 40-degree fever.
参ったわ。まさかこっちが先に音を上げることになるなんてね。
Tosaka glares at me. Her penetrating stare is accusing. Sorry?
私の見通しが甘かった。まさか30個全部壊されるなんて思いもしなかったから。悪いけど今日の鍛錬はこれでおしまいよ。シローの強化を測れる道具がないから。
Come on, at least I tried. I tried hard, even though my body was burning up like I'd been thrown into a boiling kettle. I tried, but in the end, I didn't manage to succeed in my magecraft after a single time. You know, if it's just the glass that's broken, and you can fix it. I saw you fix the broken window in the house the other day, but that required blood.
無理。あれは普通に破損したものでしょ。こっちはシローの魔力に耐えきれなくなって割れたものだもの。他人の魔力を帯びたものに干渉するのは難しいって覚えておいて。
Yeah?
そうよ。いいからシローは休んでいいわ。今日はスイッチを呼び起こしただけでよしとしましょう。コントロールできるようになったらこの続きを教えるから。
Phew, I appreciate the chance to rest, but what else are you going to teach me?
シロー強化しかできないんでしょ。前にそれしか使えないって言ってたけど、それならもう少し上級の変化ぐらいまで持っていけるかもしれない。強化と変化、それに投影の魔術について教わったことはない？
I have a little. Strengthening is, as the word suggests, used to strengthen something. Most people typically think of strengthening as just making something harder, but it actually involves enhancing an object's attributes and effects. A sword gets sharper, or a lamp glows brighter, and so on. Alteration doesn't need much of an explanation. For example, it can't start a fire using blades. You can't start a fire using blades. Alteration is when some ability beyond when some ability beyond the object's usual traits is imbued into it. And then projection is... Wait, what is projection again? I remember my old man saying that word a lot, but...
強化と変化は知ってるんでしょ？なら投影もおのずと想像はつくと思うけど、まあ要するに物を複製するって魔術よ。強化や変化みたいに元からあるものに手を加える魔術じゃないわ。基本的には無から1から10を全て自分の魔力で構成するものだから、難易度的には最高ね。けど魔力ってのは使い捨てでしょ。投影で作り上げたものはすぐに消えてしまうのよ。10の魔力を使って作り上げた投影の剣と 1の魔力で強化させた剣とでは強化の剣の方が強くなる。強化は手を加えるだけでいいから効率がいいってわけ。その点東映は魔力を使いすぎるからメジャーに使われる魔術じゃないわ。
Oh, I remember now. My old man said something similar. He said it wasn't worth it, so I shouldn't pursue it.
そういうこと。さあ、質問が済んだのなら終わりにしましょう。足元もおぼつかないようだし、部屋の前までぐらいは送っていってあげるから。